Did you know that self-pleasure can be a key to a healthier, happier life, even in your golden years? It might surprise you, but masturbation is not just for the young. It's a natural and healthy part of life that continues to offer benefits as we age. Yet it's often a taboo subject, especially among older adults. Many people feel embarrassed or shy about discussing it, but there's really no need to be. In fact, understanding the role of self-pleasure in your life can open doors to improved well-being and happiness. Let's face it, as we get older, our bodies change, and so do our needs. But one thing that remains constant is the importance of self-care. Masturbation is a form of self-care that can enhance your mood, boost your health, and even improve your overall quality of life. It's not just about physical pleasure, it's about taking time for yourself, understanding your body, and embracing your sexuality at any age. This video aims to debunk some of the myths surrounding masturbation for older adults. You might have heard that it's something you should outgrow or that it's not appropriate for someone your age, but that's simply not true. In reality, self-pleasure can be a wonderful way to maintain a connection with your body and your desires. It can help reduce stress, improve sleep, and even alleviate some physical discomforts. Plus, it can be a fun and fulfilling way to spend time with yourself. Now, you might be wondering why we're talking about this. Well, it's because understanding these benefits can empower you to make informed choices about your health and happiness. By watching this video, you'll gain insights into how self-care through masturbation can enhance your well-being. You'll learn how it can improve your mood, boost your health, and help you feel more connected to yourself. Of course, there can be challenges. Some people might feel uncomfortable or unsure about where to start. But don't worry, we'll address those concerns and offer practical solutions. It's all about finding what works for you and embracing it without judgment or shame. Remember, it's your body, and you have the right to enjoy it in ways that make you feel good. If you find this topic intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps us create more content that matters to you. So, let's dive in and explore how self-pleasure can be a positive and enriching part of your life, no matter your age. Together, we'll break down barriers and celebrate the joy of self-discovery. Let's talk about some of the myths surrounding masturbation, especially when it comes to older adults. You might have heard a few of these before, and they can be quite misleading. One common myth is that masturbation is only for the young. This idea suggests that as you age, your interest in sexual activities should naturally decline or even disappear. But that's simply not true. Sexuality is a lifelong journey, and your desires and needs don't just vanish because you've reached a certain age. In fact, many older adults find that they have more time and freedom to explore their sexuality than they did when they were younger. Another myth is that masturbation is unhealthy for seniors. This misconception can be quite damaging because it implies that engaging in self-pleasure could somehow harm your health. The truth is, masturbation is a normal and healthy part of human sexuality at any age. It can help relieve stress, improve sleep, and even boost your mood. Plus, it can be a way to maintain a connection with your body and understand what feels good for you. So, don't let anyone tell you that it's bad for your health. Then there's the idea that masturbation is a sign of loneliness. This myth suggests that if you're engaging in self-pleasure, it's because you're lacking companionship or intimacy, but that's not necessarily the case. Masturbation can be a fulfilling and enjoyable activity on its own, regardless of your relationship status. It's about personal satisfaction and self-care, not just a substitute for a partner. It's important to recognize that enjoying your own company and taking care of your own needs is perfectly normal and healthy. Now, let's consider why these myths exist in the first place. A lot of it comes down to cultural and generational differences in views on masturbation. For many people, especially those who grew up in more conservative times, talking about or engaging in masturbation was often seen as taboo. This has led to a lot of misinformation and cultural taboos that have perpetuated these myths. It's important to understand that these views are not universal. and that attitudes towards sexuality can vary greatly depending on cultural and generational contexts. One of the challenges you might face is the social stigma and embarrassment that can come with discussing or engaging in masturbation. It's not uncommon to feel a bit awkward or shy about the topic, especially if you've been taught that it's something to be ashamed of. But remember, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your own needs and enjoying your body. It's a natural part of being human. So, what can you do to combat these myths and embrace a healthier view of masturbation? One of the best things you can do is educate yourself and others about the benefits. Understanding that masturbation is a normal, healthy activity can help you feel more comfortable and confident in your choices. You might also find it helpful to talk to others who share your views or who are open to discussing these topics. Sharing experiences and learning from each other can be incredibly empowering. It's also important to challenge the misinformation and cultural taboos that have perpetuated these myths. By speaking openly and honestly about your experiences and beliefs, you can help break down the barriers that have kept these myths alive. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there are many people who share your views and experiences. As we wrap up this section, I encourage you to think about the myths you've heard about masturbation. Have any of them affected your views or behaviors? If you're comfortable, consider sharing a myth you've heard about masturbation. By doing so, you can help others see that they're not alone in facing these misconceptions. Together, we can work towards a more open and accepting understanding of sexuality at any age. Let's talk about the health benefits of masturbation, especially for older adults. You might be surprised to learn that it offers several advantages, both physically and mentally. First off, masturbation can be a great way to relieve stress. When you engage in this activity, your body releases endorphins, which are those feel-good chemicals that can improve your mood. It's like giving yourself a little boost of happiness, and who doesn't want that? Now, let's consider how it helps with relaxation. Life can be stressful at any age, and finding ways to unwind is important. Masturbation can be a simple and effective way to help you relax. It allows you to focus on yourself, letting go of worries and tension. This can be particularly beneficial if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed. By taking a moment for yourself, you can find a sense of calm and peace. Another significant benefit is improved sleep quality. Many people find that masturbation helps them fall asleep more easily. The relaxation and release of endorphins can make it easier to drift off into a restful slumber. If you struggle with insomnia or have trouble staying asleep, this might be a natural way to help improve your sleep patterns. A good night's sleep is crucial for overall health, so anything that can help in that department is worth considering. Beyond these examples, there are broader physical and mental health benefits to consider. Engaging in masturbation can help maintain sexual health and function, which is important as we age. It can also contribute to a better understanding of your own body, leading to improved self-awareness and confidence. Mentally, it can provide a sense of empowerment and control over your own pleasure, which can be incredibly rewarding. However, it's important to acknowledge that there can be challenges. One potential risk is over-reliance on masturbation as a stress coping mechanism. While it's a healthy activity, it's essential to balance it with other activities that promote well-being. Engaging in hobbies, socializing, and physical exercise are all important parts of a healthy lifestyle. By incorporating a variety of activities, you can ensure that you're taking care of your overall health. So, why do these benefits occur? The physiological responses during masturbation, such as increased blood flow and the release of hormones, can positively impact your health. These responses are natural and beneficial, contributing to the overall sense of well-being that many people experience. Let me share a personal anecdote. I once spoke with an older gentleman who found that masturbation helped him manage his stress levels after retiring. He was initially hesitant to talk about it, but he realized that it was a normal and healthy part of his routine. By embracing it, he found that he was more relaxed and happier in his day-to-day life. It's stories like these that highlight the positive impact this activity can have. If you're considering incorporating masturbation into your routine, remember to do so in a way that feels comfortable and right for you. It's a personal choice, and there's no right or wrong way to approach it. The key is to listen to your body and find what works best for you. As we wrap up this section, I encourage you to think about the health benefits you've experienced. Have you noticed any improvements in your mood, stress levels, or sleep quality? If you're comfortable, feel free to share your experiences in the comments. Your insights could be helpful to others who are exploring this topic. Remember, the goal is to enhance your well-being and enjoy the positive effects that masturbation can offer. By understanding the benefits and potential challenges, you can make informed choices that support your health and happiness. Let's talk about how masturbation can actually be a positive force for your emotional and psychological well-being. You might be surprised to learn that it can enhance your emotional health in several meaningful ways. For starters, it can boost your self-esteem and help reduce anxiety. When you take the time to connect with yourself, you become more aware of your body and its needs. This self-awareness can lead to greater body positivity, which is something we all deserve to feel, no matter our age. Think about it. When you engage in this personal act, you're not just experiencing physical pleasure, you're also fostering a deeper connection with yourself. This connection can be incredibly empowering. It can help you feel more in tune with your emotions and more accepting of who you are. By understanding and appreciating your body, you can cultivate a sense of self-love and acceptance that radiates into other areas of your life. Another benefit is that it can reduce feelings of loneliness. We all know that loneliness can be a significant issue, especially as we get older. But by taking time for yourself in this way, you can create a sense of companionship with yourself. It's a reminder that you're never truly alone because you have yourself to rely on. This can be a comforting thought and can help you feel more connected to the world around you. Moreover, masturbation can enhance your mood and emotional stability. The release of endorphins during the act can lead to a natural high, lifting your spirits and helping you feel more balanced. It's like giving yourself a little emotional boost whenever you need it. This can be particularly helpful during times of stress or when you're feeling down. By taking control of your emotional well-being, you can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Now, let's address a common challenge: feelings of guilt or shame. It's not uncommon to feel this way, especially if you grew up in a time when such topics were taboo. But it's important to remember that there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. These feelings of guilt or shame can be counterproductive to your emotional health. So, how do you overcome them? The key is to practice self-compassion and acceptance. Remind yourself that it's okay to prioritize your well-being and that you're deserving of pleasure and happiness. One way to cultivate self-compassion is to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. If a friend confided in you about feeling guilty for taking care of themselves, you'd likely reassure them that they're doing nothing wrong. So, why not extend that same kindness to yourself? By doing so, you can begin to let go of any negative feelings and embrace a more positive mindset. The underlying reason why masturbation can improve mental health is the emotional release and self-connection it fosters. When you allow yourself to experience pleasure, you're also allowing yourself to release pent-up emotions. This release can be incredibly cathartic and can help you process your feelings in a healthy way. It's a form of self-care that can lead to greater emotional resilience and well-being. Let me share a personal anecdote. I once spoke with an older gentleman who had struggled with feelings of loneliness after his wife passed away. He found that by taking time for himself in this way, he was able to reconnect with his emotions and find a sense of peace. It wasn't just about the physical pleasure, it was about the emotional healing that came with it. He told me that it helped him feel more grounded and less isolated, which made a significant difference in his life. So, I encourage you to think about how self-care has impacted your emotional well-being. Have you noticed any changes in your mood or self-esteem? If you haven't yet explored this aspect of self-care, consider giving it a try. Remember, it's all about taking care of yourself and embracing the positive impact it can have on your emotional health. You deserve to feel good about yourself, and to enjoy the benefits of a healthy, emotional life. Let's talk about how masturbation can fit into your relationships and even enhance them. You might be surprised to learn that self-pleasure and healthy relationships can go hand in hand. In fact, they can complement each other beautifully. Let's explore how this works. First, consider how masturbation can actually improve sexual satisfaction with your partner. When you understand your own body and what brings you pleasure, you can share this knowledge with your partner. This can lead to more satisfying experiences for both of you. It's like having a roadmap to your own pleasure, which you can then share with someone else. This understanding can make intimate moments more enjoyable and fulfilling. Another way masturbation can enhance your relationship is by encouraging open communication about desires. When you're comfortable with your own needs and desires, it becomes easier to talk about them with your partner. This openness can lead to deeper conversations about what you both enjoy and what you might want to try together. It can be a wonderful way to connect on a more intimate level, fostering a sense of closeness and understanding. Masturbation can also be a shared activity. Some couples find that exploring self-pleasure together can be a fun and exciting way to bond. It can add a new dimension to your relationship, allowing you to explore new experiences together. This shared exploration can bring you closer and create a sense of adventure in your relationship. Now, let's talk about the impact on intimacy and connection. When you take the time to understand your own desires, it can lead to more fulfilling relationships. Knowing what you want and need can help you communicate more effectively with your partner. This understanding can strengthen your connection, making your relationship more resilient and satisfying. Of course, there can be challenges. One potential issue is misunderstandings with your partner. They might not understand why you want to engage in self-pleasure, or they might feel threatened by it. It's important to address these concerns openly and honestly. Reassure your partner that your interest in masturbation doesn't mean you're dissatisfied with them. Instead, explain that it's a way to enhance your relationship and bring you closer together. To navigate these challenges, communication is key. Talk openly with your partner about your needs and desires. Let them know that masturbation is a personal choice that can benefit your relationship. By having these conversations, you can prevent misunderstandings and build a stronger, more trusting relationship. Understanding your personal desires can lead to more fulfilling relationships. When you know what you want, you can communicate it to your partner, leading to a more satisfying and connected relationship. This self-awareness can be empowering, allowing you to take charge of your own pleasure and happiness. So, how has communication improved your relationships? Think about the times when you've had open and honest conversations with your partner. How did it affect your connection? Sharing your experiences can be a great way to reflect on the positive impact of communication in your relationships. Remember, masturbation and relationships aren't mutually exclusive. They can coexist and even enhance each other. By understanding your own desires and communicating openly with your partner, you can create a more satisfying and fulfilling relationship. Embrace the opportunity to explore your own pleasure and share it with your partner. It's a journey that can bring you closer and strengthen your bond. In conclusion, masturbation can be a positive force in your relationships. It can improve sexual satisfaction, encourage open communication, and even be a shared activity. By understanding your own desires and communicating openly with your partner, you can create a more fulfilling and connected relationship. So, take the time to explore your own pleasure and share it with your partner. It's a journey that can bring you closer and strengthen your bond. Let's talk about how aging brings about physical changes that can affect your sexual health, and how masturbation can actually help you adapt to these changes. As we get older, our bodies naturally go through a variety of changes. These changes can sometimes impact our sexual function, but the good news is that masturbation can play a positive role in maintaining your sexual health. First, let's consider how masturbation helps maintain sexual function. As you age, you might notice that your sexual responses aren't quite what they used to be. This is completely normal. Masturbation can help keep your sexual function in check by promoting blood flow to your sexual organs. This increased blood flow can help maintain sensitivity and responsiveness, which are crucial for sexual health. Think of it as a gentle exercise for your sexual organs, keeping them active and healthy. Another benefit is that masturbation can increase blood flow and sensitivity. As we age, circulation can become less efficient, and this can affect sensitivity in various parts of the body, including your sexual organs. By engaging in masturbation, you can help boost circulation, which in turn can enhance sensitivity. This can make sexual experiences more enjoyable and satisfying, even as your body changes. Now, let's talk about adapting to changes in libido. It's not uncommon for libido to fluctuate as you age. You might find that your interest in sexual activity isn't as strong as it once was, or it might come and go. Masturbation can be a way to explore and understand these changes in your libido. It allows you to connect with your body and discover what feels good for you at this stage in your life. By doing so, you can embrace these changes rather than feeling frustrated by them. Understanding and embracing bodily changes is an important part of aging. It's about recognizing that your body is evolving and finding ways to adapt to these changes. Masturbation can be a tool for this adaptation. It encourages you to be in tune with your body, to understand what feels good, and to accept the changes that come with age. This can lead to a more positive and fulfilling sexual experience. Of course, there are some risks and challenges to consider. Physical discomfort or medical conditions can sometimes make masturbation difficult or uncomfortable. If you experience any pain or discomfort, it's important to listen to your body. Don't push yourself if something doesn't feel right. Instead, consider consulting with a healthcare provider. They can offer advice tailored to your specific needs and help you find ways to enjoy sexual activity comfortably. Consulting healthcare providers for advice is a smart move. They can provide guidance on how to manage any physical challenges you might face. Whether it's suggesting lubricants to reduce friction or offering exercises to improve circulation, healthcare professionals can be a valuable resource. They can help you navigate the changes in your body and find solutions that work for you. The underlying reason why masturbation can be beneficial is that it allows you to adapt to and embrace the physical changes. It's a way to stay connected with your body and maintain a sense of sexual well-being. By understanding and accepting the changes that come with aging, you can continue to enjoy a healthy and satisfying sexual life. So, have you noticed any changes in your sexual health as you've gotten older? It's a common experience, and you're not alone. Sharing your experiences can be a great way to connect with others who might be going through similar changes. It can also be an opportunity to learn from each other and discover new ways to adapt to these changes. Remember, aging is a natural part of life, and so are the changes that come with it. Embracing these changes and finding ways to adapt can lead to a more fulfilling and enjoyable life. Masturbation is just one of the many tools you can use to maintain your sexual health and well-being as you age. So, take the time to explore and understand your body, and don't hesitate to seek advice if you need it. Let's talk about overcoming social stigma. It's no secret that society has long held taboos around the topic of masturbation, especially when it comes to older adults. But here's the thing, masturbation is a normal and healthy practice, regardless of age. It's time to break down those stereotypes about older adults and sexuality. You might have heard people say that once you reach a certain age, you're supposed to stop thinking about sex or pleasure. But that's just not true. Your sexuality doesn't have an expiration date, and it's perfectly okay to embrace it. One of the biggest hurdles is the way media and education have shaped our perceptions over the years. Often, older adults are portrayed as asexual or uninterested in intimacy, which couldn't be further from the truth. These portrayals can make it difficult for you to feel comfortable discussing your own sexual health. But by encouraging open discussions, we can start to change these outdated views. Imagine a world where you can talk about your sexual health as easily as you discuss your physical health. That's the kind of acceptance and understanding we should be aiming for. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, judgment from peers or family. It's not uncommon to feel like you might be judged for your choices, especially when it comes to something as personal as masturbation. But remember, your body and your choices are yours alone. Engaging in open conversations with those you trust can help alleviate some of that pressure. You might be surprised at how supportive people can be when you give them the chance. And if you're not comfortable talking to family or friends, there are supportive communities out there where you can share your experiences and learn from others. Challenging societal norms isn't always easy, but it can lead to greater acceptance and personal freedom. When you push back against these outdated ideas, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're paving the way for others to feel more comfortable in their own skin. It's about creating a world where everyone, regardless of age, can feel free to express their sexuality without fear of judgment. Let me share a personal anecdote. I once spoke with an older gentleman who had spent most of his life feeling ashamed about his sexual desires. It wasn't until he joined a community group that he realized he wasn't alone. He found people who understood him and shared similar experiences. This newfound acceptance allowed him to embrace his sexuality in a way he never thought possible. His story is a testament to the power of community and open dialogue. So, what can you do to overcome these social stigmas? Start by engaging in open conversations. Whether it's with a close friend, a partner, or a support group, talking about your experiences can be incredibly liberating. Seek out communities that understand and support you. These spaces can provide a sense of belonging and help you feel more comfortable in your own skin. Remember, challenging societal norms isn't just about changing the way others see you, it's about changing the way you see yourself. By embracing your sexuality, you're taking a stand for your own happiness and well-being. You're showing the world that older adults are just as entitled to pleasure and intimacy as anyone else. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on societal views about older adults and sexuality? Have you faced any challenges, and how have you overcome them? Your experiences and insights are valuable, and sharing them can help others who might be going through the same thing. Let's keep the conversation going and work towards a more accepting and understanding world for everyone. Let's take a moment to explore the philosophy of self-care. You might wonder, what does self-care really mean for you at this stage in life? It's about honoring yourself, recognizing your needs, and taking steps to fulfill them. Self-care is a form of self-respect. And yes, it includes all aspects of your well-being, even those that might seem a bit taboo, like masturbation. Now, you might ask, why is this important? Well, self-care empowers you. It's about taking control of your own happiness and health. When you engage in self-care, you're acknowledging that your needs matter. This is a powerful act of personal empowerment. It's about saying, I deserve to feel good, to be happy, and to enjoy life. Think about how you practice self-care in your daily life. Maybe it's a warm bath, a walk in the park, or simply enjoying a good book. These moments are vital. They remind you that you are worthy of care and attention. And yes, if masturbation is part of that, it's perfectly natural and healthy. Of course, there can be challenges. Sometimes societal norms or personal beliefs might make you hesitate. But remember, self-care is deeply personal. It's about what makes you feel whole and content. So reflect on your own practices. What brings you joy and peace? Embrace those things. They are your path to a more fulfilled and empowered life. As we wrap up our discussion, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. We've delved into the myths surrounding masturbation in older age, and it's clear that many of these misconceptions simply don't hold water. It's important to remember that self-care, including masturbation, is a natural part of life, regardless of age. It can offer numerous health benefits, from reducing stress to improving sleep quality. These are real, tangible advantages that can enhance your overall well-being. Now, let's talk about emotional well-being. Engaging in self-care activities like masturbation can be a wonderful way to connect with yourself on a deeper level. It allows you to explore your own body and understand what brings you pleasure. This self-awareness can lead to a greater sense of confidence and satisfaction in your daily life. It's about embracing who you are and celebrating your body, which is something everyone deserves to experience. When it comes to relationships, masturbation can actually play a positive role. It can help you maintain a healthy sexual appetite and keep the spark alive in your intimate relationships. By understanding your own desires, you can communicate more effectively with your partner, leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious connection. It's about enhancing your relationship, not replacing it. Of course, as we age, our bodies go through changes, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on pleasure. In fact, adapting to these changes can open up new avenues for enjoyment, whether it's using lubrication to enhance comfort or exploring different techniques. There are plenty of ways to continue enjoying a satisfying experience. It's all about finding what works best for you and embracing it with an open mind. We also touched on the social stigma that often surrounds masturbation, especially in older adults. It's crucial to challenge these outdated notions and recognize that self-care is a personal choice. You have the right to make decisions about your own body without judgment or shame. By talking openly about these topics, we can help break down barriers and create a more accepting and understanding society. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories and insights. Your experiences can inspire others and contribute to a more open dialogue about self-care and aging. Remember, self-care is a personal journey, and embracing it can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. It's about taking the time to nurture yourself and prioritize your own happiness. Thank you for watching, and take care.